If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are NewsWatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Hello and welcome to NewsWatch as we bring you the top stories and things that are important to you and commercial vehicle restrictions. Very pleasant welcome to NewsWatch. Yes, the Lawrence County Historical Society has renewed its Civil War series, embracing the mission to preserve, protect, and promote local history within our community. The Historical Society will host a 3-week Civil War series from June 11th to June 27th. The series will include engaged reactors, interactive classes, and enjoyable experiences. In addition, the students and their guardians will travel to Gettysburg National Military Park, and that's on the 29th, for a personal tour of a Civil War battlefield. Okay, we are happy to have Frank Loretto, instructor of the classes, and shares 30 years of experience in teaching about the Civil War. This has been a very positive experience. Registration will open at 5 p.m. April 1st at the Lawrence County Historical Society. It's for 5th and 6th graders. They're encouraged to attend, and it says that students are encouraged to register. Lawrence County Historical Society will waive the $20 registration fee for its members, and what a great opportunity. We brought that to you last year, if you recall. Now we're going to take this break, and we'll be back on NewsWatch right after these messages.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program was provided through funding from Coney Island downtown in downtown Newcastle, a Newcastle tradition. We're back, and Governor Wolf outlines a Restoration Pennsylvania infrastructure plans to fix homes and businesses in Pitcairn. Yeah, Governor Wolf outlines a Restore Pennsylvania infrastructure plan to fix homes and businesses in Pitcairn. He toured the damage from the flood in downtown Pitcairn, and if you don't know where that is in Pittsburgh, and saw the extensive blight affecting the Brough in western Pennsylvania. After the tour, the governor outlined the components of the most aggressive infrastructure plan in generations. Restore Pennsylvania. The governor will help communities such as Pitcairn migrate the effects of localized flooding and address blight and expand broadband access and green infrastructure to restore communities after long neglect. Now, Governor, you know what? We didn't have a flood, but come on over and tour historic Newcastle. It'll be a great time for you. Now, we're going to take this break, and we'll be back right here on NewsWatch.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train. Parkstown Restaurant has been serving the greater Newcastle area with quality and experience in family dining and great entertainment. The Parkstown Restaurant, located at 2800 West State Street, Newcastle. Eat in or take out.
These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target. Welcome back to NewsWatch. Kathy Lynn Hufstra always puts out information about the Library Stitchers. Well, join the Library Stitchers and join anytime. They're having a scrap busting challenge. Contact the library or Kathy Lynn and find out a lot more about Library Stitchers. And, they're a great group of people. They also are involved, and some of them garden, and I just enjoy talking to them. And you will too. Now, keep that in mind, and we'll be right back after these messages. Program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. Well, your Friday action: Pistons at the Bulls, Wizards at the Hornets. Mavericks will be at the Magics, while the Cavaliers take on the Heat. Now, one of my key matchups: 76ers taking on the Rockets. Jazz will be at the Grizzlies, the Raptors at the Pelicans. Nuggets at the Warriors. Thunder, they're at the Clippers. Now, over in NHL hockey, and your Pittsburgh Penguins needing to really get on the march. Your Friday looks like this: the Wild at the Panthers, the Devils at the Caps, Jets at the Hurricanes, and Canadians at the Ducks. Now, tournament action will be going on tonight as the Red Hurricane take on Titusville, and also college. Too many tournaments to name, so I'm just going to leave it at that. We're going to take this time out, go to Cedars, get some great food, and tell them NCTV45 sent you. We'll be right back after this.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere. This program furnished by a grant from Ferrone Brothers, 2 locations, Newcastle on Mill Street and Wilmington Road in Newcastle. This program furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's party store on Mill Street in Newcastle.
I'd like to thank Dal and Michelle Perlman for being involved with this Oneness project. Now, this program is coming up March 31st, and on behalf of the committee, she wished to thank everybody that was involved, and she went on to say, that none of this could be possible without the collaboration and contributions of Sally Dexter, Mayor Mastrangelo, Police Chief Bobby Salem, Josh Lamacusa, Ralph Blundo, Shannon Gary, Debbie de Blasio, Mike Ross, Pastor Chuck Joel, Reverend David Young, Westminster College, Donna Abuela, and I apologize, Latita, Prabhu, Octavia Payne, Bobby Bailey, the Hoyt Center for the Arts, Moraine Trails Boy Scouts, myself, New Visions of Lawrence County Children's Advocacy Center, Angelina Costello, Marianne Gravel, Sam Bernstein, United Way, Yvonne Clark, Sid Shankin, Dale Perlman, Lisa Lombardo, and Jim McKim. Now, we hope to really see you at the cathedral. A very special thank you to the Hoyt Foundation, Lawrence County Community Foundation, Clafters, Dale Michelle Perlman, Giant Eagle, Fred Rogers Foundation, Eaton Park, Frank Moses of Westgate Cinemas, Preston Motors, the Newcastle Police, Tom Stoops of Polestar Studios, Gary Joseph of State Farm, and Attorney Dallas Hartman, Daystar Marketing, and the Cathedral Foundation. All special thanks going out to those people. Now, we're going to take this break, and we'll return on NewsWatch. Don't forget to go to Oneness, March 31st. Get it on your calendar. We'll be right back after these messages.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program. A special thank you to Tuscany Square Restaurant, Wilmington and Mitchell Roads for providing funding for this program.
Real IDs are now available in Pennsylvania to Pennsylvania residents. The Department of Transportation is proud to announce the optional Real ID complaint driver's license and photo ID cards are now available to Pennsylvania residents. A federally accepted form of identification, okay, when you have to get a passport, go into federal buildings, board a commercial flight, or visit a federal building, as I said. Now, it will be required starting October 1st, 2020. There is no requirement that any resident obtain a Real ID or a PennDOT from PennDOT, but it will be continued to offer the standard driver's license and photo IDs, just so you know. Now, so make sure that you get your Real ID. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after we hear from these sponsors who keep community television on the air for you.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets the modern conveniences of today. Spacious seating and amenities await. Fresh ingredients that make that just right pizza or entree. It's Tuscany Square for your next event. Stop and see us or give us a call at 724-654-0365.
Welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. I am real tired of saying these words. Last night, mostly cloudy and a low 15. I'm sorry, it was 15, it was 16, it was 10. I've been cold for 72 hours. Now, let's take a look at radar and see if you know why. Locally, you see some ground clutter and snow flurry activity around us. That's not much to write home about. Nationally, you see the clouds off to the west. Now, how is your weekend going to look? And let's start with Friday. Rain and snow, 40% chance, high of 37. That doesn't make me happy. Mostly cloudy Friday night, high of 23. It's going to feel like Miami Beach. And then Saturday, sunny and 48. Been waiting a long time for that. Saturday night, rain, 90% chance. So your Saturday night, it's raining, a low of 40. That's going to feel good just because it won't be cold. And Sunday, showers. Now, it is going to be partly sunny with a high of 59, but the chance of rain is 60%. Sunday night, mostly cloudy and 32. Monday, partly sunny and 40. Monday night, mostly cloudy, 25. Tuesday, sunny and 41. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 26. And Wednesday, sunny, 48, with a 30% chance of showers. Now that was Lawrence County 45 weather, and we're going to take this opportunity to take this break and hear from these great sponsors. We'll be right back.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. Funding for this program furnished by Mary's Turner's Day Spa, Wilmington Road, Neshannock Township, Newcastle.
Welcome back to NewsWatch. The Wolf administration announces participants in the first in the nation innovative rural health care delivery. Governor Wolf announced that the Departments of Health and Human Services and the Insurance Department later will hold a press conference to introduce this plan. Governor Wolf announced in 2017 that the Department of Health received a 5-year, $25 million federal grant to implement rural health. Today's announcement will outline the first 5 participants in the first model of its type in the nation, aimed at assuring financial viability of hospitals in rural Pennsylvania, while also ensuring Pennsylvania to have health care in these rural for these rural residents. Now, we're going to bring you more on that story as it unfolds, and let you know how it will work. Now, we're going to take a break on NewsWatch. We'll be right back after we hear from these great sponsors.